matchup against like in a team fight against a Yves, but they already have a solution to that in Chao from Keyboy and also Joy, which can dive into the backline against this composition. Now, what is the answer for this Joy and also the Chao? They might go for something a bit more, you know, variative or like creative. Ruby makes sense, I guess. Against the Chao, you can kind of cancel out that Jeet Kune Do and that engage in the backline, and also you can also stop the Joy from going to your backline.
So one Cho main to another, you'll know exactly how to counter it, right? That's the whole problem with picking a Cho up against a player who plays that Cho. Meanwhile, though, speaking of a lot of CC on the side of Onic, you can try to negate all that CC on the smartest anti-CC and already a very, very good backline built up for Dewa.
And it's very easy for the Martis to cancel out the Way of Dragon from Keyboy as well. So it does just not negate the corral control, it also can cancel out that Way of Dragon, which is very, very important. Now, let's see here, what will Dewa United go here in the second phase? Will they go and target CW? Or, you know what, CW has a lot of hero pools, let's just target Sans, and there you go, that's the approach.
I mean, CW, this guy plays Belleric on the XP lane once for Onic, so in terms of hero pool, he's not really worried at all. Target ban me, whatever, I don't care. I think his teammates can also carry the game for him, just getting, like, laying his food on the table, serving him on serving him up on a silver platter for him to pop off. But speaking of the Martis pick, man, like, it makes sense against this kind of CCs, against this kind of aggression, but the win rate is just not there, Connie. 29% for a Martis, for a meta jungler.
Well, yeah, it seems like very, very low win rate here on that Martis. But again, if we're talking about killing pressure in that early game, if we're talking about securing neutral objectives, it's definitely up there. And going up against a Fredrin isn't really that bad. And let's see here, second phase, what will they go for here? Will they commit to another Sans ban? Or will they, you know what, let's target CW for once here. Let's ban out the Beatrix, perhaps.
Ooh, that is an option, that is an option. And Beatrix is actually a pretty good matchup against like some of the aggressions from Edith or like heroes that can dive into the backline because you have that sustainability from that House Claws. Even though it kind of get nerfed after the patch because House Claws doesn't work as good as it was for this hero Beatrix, but look at this. Another ban towards Sans in that Novaria. Now the only option available is probably that Faramis, or if he wants to be more creative, Farsa kind of works with the Dragon combo and that Feathered Airstrike. That might be trouble for Dewa United, but they're gonna counter it with that Bruno pick.
Okay, going for more range, going for a little bit more front to back here, it seems like, right? With the Worldy in his kit as well, can perhaps grab more space that he potentially needs. Let's see though, with Onic here, what will they go for here to respond? Because Bruno, remember, even though going up against the Cho, he can rock the Purify to have that extra security. There you go, the Beatrix. Because it wasn't banned in that second phase, it will be picked up and perhaps to combine it with, they will go with a Lilia.
Neo Beast Pog.
Debut as well?
Yeah, debut for the Lilia because maybe the Neo Beast kid, right? I mean, you already have the partner in the Fredrin, the double Neo Beast coming in for Onic.
Oh man, Onic, like, are they actually like trying to sell the skins?
Well, I don't think so. I think this is a legitimate strat as well. Remember that the Lilia does amazing up against the Eve. If you are trying to counter the Eve in the way of wave clear, in the way of pressure, this has been a response to a Eve, to a Xavier, to even the Farsa back in the day. You clear waves faster. Let's see if that's still true here in MP on the Ninja Season 12 with a lot of the changes that has happened since then. But also remember, this is a prio pick back in the day. One of Sans's comfort heroes. Ruby pick as well. Not too meta, but we have seen people like Beloy and Shaco make it work.
With the blessings of the gods, getting all the turtles for Dewa United somehow, some way, against 2 Retribution in the map. It doesn't matter, Shaco going sicko mode on those objective takes. But I gotta say, man, I think I prefer Dewa United compositions better just because they're more standard. That Lilia pick is, for me, questionable because the range is just not there, but in the hands of Sans, There's been some flashback of Sans going crazy in the backline all alone as a mid laner with Lilia.
Okay, and it seems like Bruno from Watt will still hold the flicker instead of the Purify, looking for more range and space.
Risky, but that's how Dewa like it. They like to risk it, go for these team fights. A lot of flashy maneuvers, a lot of explosive plays on the map, and that's how we like it too. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to explosive game number 2. The Sky Kings versus the Apostles of God. 1-0 for Dewa. The 100% win rate for Onic at risk.
It's definitely at risk, but Dewa United is looking for that playoff where they're definitely more hungry than the more experienced Onic. Kyrie once again on this Joy jungle. Will he be able to perform better than the first game?
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, of course here, as it is still Onic here in the back seat. Match point for Dewa United, and again, Sans here.
He's not wearing the skin.
Yeah, he's not
come
wearing the
on.
skin.
What?
But he will rock the Purify though.
He's gonna rock the Purify, just more extra safety if Shakum would actually landed a good
I'm offended.
Because if you have that black shoes, you can just get away with Purify better than you are with the Flicker. Because sometimes the black shoes kind of traps you, right?
Yep.
When you already have that real-world manipulation coming in your way, you use the black shoes, you are still in the domain of that real-world manipulation. So Purify is better in this case.
Okay, but on that note, so it wasn't a mistake. Now we have it confirmed. It is still the Impure Rage for Kyrie. It's a creative decision from Kyrie as he goes in.
Well, no commitment just yet here. It seems like he just wants to bluff their opponents. And Dewa United, good response here. Very taking their time in creating their tempo.
Now, in terms of objective taking, Case is definitely much more useful in a team fight than Sans when he's level 4, as he secures that tough boots to evade all the CCs and all the magic damage coming in from Sans and Kyrie. Now let's see, Shaco, Keys versus Sans and Keyboy.
Very good cancellation by Shaco, but now Shaco will be the front side alone. Take a look at the turtle. 3,000 HP. The retribution battle will fall to the hands of Lanaya. Onic could not find any compensation here. They just lost the neutral objective.
Very rarely do you see Kyrie lose out on a 50-50, but Lanaya has just done that. 50-50 victory for Lanaya in game number 2. Some good motivation here and momentum held down by Dewa. Shaco goes for a bit of poke and forces that black shoes.
Not really forces, but he wants to heal up back to full. Sans using his ult to perfection, but Kyrie, he has to realize that he's an assassin. It's not really a problem if he loses out on the objective takes. Yes, it is a 50-50, but in the end, you're not really supposed to get that over utility junglers of Martis in Lanaya.
Well, if you win out on the red tree battle, there's only one thing you can say. Device diff, bro. Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. Make it a device diff every single game, unless you are facing off against another person with an S23, then it's then it's a skill diff.
Watch out for Keyboy, already has the flicker, and he might be looking for an engage here as Lanaya. This is the frontliner of Dewa United Esports. He has the Mortal Coil, he has a lot of anti-CC on his hands, so I don't think he's that worried about the engage from anyone from Onic Esports.
A very slow tempo game here in the early game of the second game. 0 kills from both teams. No first blood has occurred. So both teams taking it slow.
0 kills, but 100% confidence with Head and Shoulders when you get all those itchy dandruffs taken out of your hair, man. That's what they were feeling right now. You guys can feel it too with Head and Shoulders, as you can see earlier. Well, down there, that's how it's pronounced apparently. And XMPL ID. Get the Gata Kacha one. That's my favorite.
I like the Tigreal one better because he has more fabulous hair, but looks like 4-man rotation coming in for Dewa United Esports.
On towards the gold lane. Sans and Keyboy will provide cover, but no clear engages yet made. Dewa United will just respond with a turtle setup. It's going to be 3 versus... Okay, Lanaya will take it cleanly. Kyrie and Boots will not be there in time.
Remember what I said, Mirko? Like, the sign of an elite team, a world-class team, is they somehow had the gold lead, even if they're losing out on objectives and kills. And somehow Onic is leading in gold about 500 compared to Dewa United Esports.
They're even winning in this weak side matchup that you would think Bruno versus the Beatrix. CW has been able to get a few good hits onto the turrets. And the farming, yeah, from Onic, the pathing of each individual member, and still, it's the Starlium Scythe, the SS.
Okay, so I think it also helps in the jungling area too, because you have that basic attack, extra damage, extra magic damage, and Shaco mode going.
Flicker, Way of Dragon. Shaco will be the first one to fall in this game as CW collects the extra 200 gold. Seems like Keyboy will move on towards what now?
They want more value, just like you guys can get more value with Dunia Games. But they might pay for this one.
Let's say Lanaya finds an angle, and it seems like Keyboy now will be the sole casualty. Good decimation by Lanaya. Now, Lanaya takes this taunt, but it seems like the decimation this time will not find a kill just yet. Though, the bot side looks weak, and it seems like Dewa United, they look to zone the turret and Onic. They will not have an answer. The first structure in the game will be taken out, but on the other side, Onic responds.
Wow. Just wow. We've never seen this. Well, we have seen it, very rarely though, that Onic have been completely suppressed down by the macro and decision-making of a team. Dewa United are certainly taking Onic to school in the early game department in game number 2, just like game 1.
Interesting maneuvers here from Kyrie. Just now, he's the solo laner of Onic Esports, kind of similar with Super Ken yesterday with Lancelot, and Poots being the spearhead, being the one who's going to take all the damage and CCing, and being the one who's going to engage.
Yeah, I'm offended. Take a look at that. Abrazel's Wrath will not connect just yet.
Keyboy.
Oh, Keyboy finds the Eve. The damage has not come through. Keys will flicker out of the way, and it will be 5v5 still standing as the turtle will be up. Let's see. Boots looking for control in that turtle. Kyrie jumps in with the electrifying beats as well. Shaco, though, very low in the flicker. Aggressively will find the kill. Turtle will fall in the hands of Lanaya, but CW in the backside finds the double. Kyrie jumping in again. CW will fall. Keys, though, will be taken out as well, as it will be Onic. The yellow porcupines responding in game 2. Even Dixon now will fall as well. It's a wiped out almost by the side of Onic.
Unofficial, but yeah, a wipeout. Shaco spawned a bit too early before the wipeout could officially happen, but my goodness, CW gonna give props to the man consistently winning in his name. 2v1, no problem.
2v1, no problem, and Onic securing the gold lead, 2.5k right now. Goodness gracious, man. Onic, there have been no fights for them in the first 6 minutes, and once they got a fight, they're just coming in hot, like guns blazing, man. Once they see an opportunity, they just bite on it. This is one of the caveat when you're playing with a Chow. It's gonna be hard for you to make constant aggression compared to heroes like Fredrin or like, you know, other roamers that has lots of CCs, because Chow kind of works like a momentum hero too.
And right now, for Onic, they have the momentum in their grasp. Want forced to recall away, and Dewa United, they find themselves in a place where they were able to put Onic in. A place where they have no map pressure. Now Onic controls what happens and dictates what happens until maybe a blunder happens that Dewa can punish, or maybe perhaps the game. It's very rare that we get to see Onic lose their gold lead when they have a grasp on it.
It's gonna be the harder job for Dewa United Esports as CW already securing.
Do you see that? W, my god! Flicker from K's. He had an RWM, so I'm not sure about that, but wow. Okay.
Let's see. Dewa looking for an angle from the bottom side area. Calvin Winata gets a structure top side. Let's see. Onic. They are grabbing the zone of the Lord comfortably, but it seems like, yeah, Dewa United, they should just let this Lord go, no?
Yeah, I think so, especially with Keyboy and Sans. Lanaya might be going for a Hail Mary with his Mortal Coil.
A bit too late for that. They might pay for it.
Say, good airborne, good knockup. Shaco will be the first one to fall. Boots claiming the kill. Good taunt as well, as now Dixon will fall next. Kyrie picks up the kill as CW finds a Lanaya. three bodies of Dewa United is in the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. And Onic, they are establishing a 6,000 gold lead.
They're done playing games in the 9th minute of the game. They want to go straight for these tier 2s, and let's take a look at the in-game equipment by Dunia Games.
Still very standard build from both of these mid laner, going for Enchanted Talisman for more mana reach, and also the slows from Sans and Keys. Keyboy already has the flicker, has to watch out. Shaco has to be in a Watt's vicinity to cancel out that aggressions from the Way of the Dragon.
And now if you're Dewa United, what do? Keyboy's just styling on you, going inside of the base, using that Shunpu and the Jeet Kune Do to constantly pressure. And this is all without the Lord. The Lord is now marching up top. Can Onic crack the base open? They've actually dealt with the turret passive up top.
Oh, still the first Lord though, so no charge. Oh, Dewa. Well, Dixon, the birthday boy, misses the knock-up. But it seems like, yeah, the base turret will be well defended now. The agenda will be defend the mid one. Seems like Onic, they have no proper engage tool except for Keyboy perhaps, which is taking slowly.
Yeah, and I expect it's gonna be another freeze or like a freeze from Onic Esports, just denying all the HP away or like the gold away from Dewa United Esports. It's gonna be a concealed play, but there's no result whatsoever for Dewa United.
Not at all. Definitely not getting the value that they want from this siege defense. For Onic though, it seems like even though they're trying to wait out for the next neutral objectives, they're doing so in style. They're still poking, sieging the base turret slowly but surely up top, down to a quarter of the base turret's HP. And Onic will definitely use this map pressure now to start a freeze and to stop Dewa, or to suffocate Dewa rather.
And now if you're Dewa United, you have to realize that Onic has the map, Onic has the pressure and all the gold available. The gold list is up to 9k. It's gonna be hard for you to win in a team fight. You are better at defending your inhibitor turrets more than you are engaging in a Lord Pit. So, if you wanna go for like a proper contest, do it in a way that you don't get punished quite well, or like punished in a like wipeout situation. Or else, just let it go.
Minimalize losses, maybe, yeah. It's a strat that Dewa can go for right now, but unfortunately, the composition that they have is an all-in comp. And Keyboy, right now, is trying to bait out that all-in.
Yeah, basically, right? I mean, just zoning practically 5 members in the jungle of Dewa United with the recalls, as well as Dewa United. Question, will they go all into Keyboy or will they let this Lord go?
Nah, they're gonna let it go for sure, as Lanaya is just way too behind, just way there. Can't really catch up to Kyrie, as they're gonna burst this down without any contest whatsoever. Onic, second tier Lord. Do they want to end it after this? The answer, yes. But can they do it against a lot of CCs that can cancel out Keyboy's aggressiveness?
They're building up a 3-wave push already now for Onic. Let's see if they can utilize it all the way, because right now I think they're just shoving. They're still waiting.
You know what? What's interesting? Kyrie doesn't get a turtle in this game, but level 15. Take a look at Lanaya. Perfect turtle, 3 turtles, but level 13.
It's all about the trades that has happened. Kyrie is a very, very intelligent jungler. Even without the turtles, his pathing is always about punishing and getting the best value. Similarly to you guys at home, you can find the best value by getting rewarded from recharges. Go and recharge right now. CW is trying to take this turret down, getting a good shot onto Lanaya. Render's apathy even.
Oh, I'm offended. Misses it. I mean, even Sans doesn't really pop the Purify, so Purify is still in play.
He's definitely quite offended with that jukes, with that high frame from Sans, and right now he doesn't have that black shoes, only Purify available. That might be the green light for Dixon to go all in towards Sans as the Lord marches down the top side.
Conceal play. Dewa United, can they defend this? Onic, not full power just yet. Take a look at them. They're waiting for the base turret bottom side to be taken down. Then they look for the push. Let's see. Conceal play doesn't really mount to anything from the side of Dewa United. And take a look at the discipline from Onic. They see no opening. They don't engage.
No need to. They have 13,000 gold lead and all the time in the world to end this game. They can do so with the next wave that's coming crashing down.
Yeah, the taunt comes through forward side of Lanaya. Shaka will hold the fort down here. It seems like even with the pressure, Onic, they opt for a retreat. Dewa United can survive another day.
Good defense from Dewa, and now we're going to check in with their items. 12,000 gold lead, but at the 14th minute of the game, does Dewa even care about it?
I don't know, man. I think like the Dewa United right now, the whole idea is just to defend and defend and defend, knowing that Keyboy cannot go in quite easily. There has been multiple times where Keyboy is just in front of the enemy's base, Dewa United's base, and he didn't get anything out of it. Dewa United, right now they're just itemizing towards perfection. Still pretty standard. Full damage for Mr. Watt, with the exception of that Wind of Nature, and probably going for the Immortality for extra safety measures, as Boots and Keyboy will somehow bait out some resources so that Keyboy could be able to go in.
One full item advantage held by CW is a 3,000 gold lead between the gold laners right now. For Dewa, they're looking for another opening, but unfortunately for them, it's only Keyboy who's always overextending. They can never find CW or Sans. They're always spacing perfectly, and now Boots,
Ooh.
whoa!
Oh, good taunt onto it, so take a look at the damage though. Sans bombs to Purify. Oh, the damage will be more than enough to take one down. Shaco loses immortality and his life as Dixon. Hail Mary play in the backside does not pay off. Good way of Dragon, and it will seal Anaya's fate, as Keys will be the sole man standing, and Kyrie will not gladly to pick up the kill just yet, as Keys still survives, but Onic, man, what a response in game 2.
Well, they're still going for it, Gani. They don't want to stop it. They don't want to just end. Okay, there you go. Finally, they get it done.
Well, the yellow porcupine strikes back in game 2.